Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Games. Today I want to talk about the pretty breaking news that came out late last night that Nintendo will be shutting down Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on mobile phones. Yes, another major Nintendo mobile game is being shut down. So I wanted to talk about that, the future of this game, because there is going to be a paid version, which is very interesting. I want to talk about the future of the Animal Crossing franchise and also just talk about the future of Nintendo mobile games, because over the years, it seems like that focus has really just lessened and lessened with each passing year. I mean, the last game we got was Pikmin Bloom, and that was back in, I think, 2022. So it's been a while since we've had a new Nintendo mobile game, but I wanted to talk about all of this today and kind of detail you guys on the shutdown of a Pocket Camp. Let's get into it. And of course, if you are new here and you enjoy daily Nintendo videos, I would appreciate you subscribing. But yeah, this came as quite a surprise to me. Now, I will admit I did not play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, but I was surprised to see the online service is ending. So I'll read from the FAQ on the official Pocket Camp website and just kind of brief you all on what exactly is happening here. So as part of their FAQ here, it says, what will happen when the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp online service ends? Online service for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp will end on November 29th, 2024 at midnight Japan time. Since service began on November 21st, 2017, for approximately 7 years, we have been honored to see everyone's lovely, diverse campsites grow and flourish. We extend our heartfelt thanks to the many users who have loved Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. What will happen next? After the service ends, you will no longer be able to play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Please see the notes below regarding various features for the end of the service, and we'll get into those in just a second. But here's the interesting thing. They say, notes, we are currently developing a paid version of the app to which you will be able to transfer your save data. It will be released during the same period as the end of service for Pocket Camp. So this is something new. Nintendo has never offered a paid version of one of their games after it's been shut down. Now, to be fair, they haven't shut down too many mobile games at this point. I believe Dragalia Lost and Dr. Mario World are the only other two. And then, of course, Miitomo, which was more of like a social networking thing. But yeah, Dr. Mario World and Dragalia Lost did not receive the same privilege of having a paid version. So reading through here, here's the paid version app overview. In addition to save data transfer, the basic gameplay and controls will be the same as Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. However, this app will allow the player to use the included features with a one-time purchase. There will be no in-app purchases or subscription services like the Pocket Camp Club. However, since this app will not require a continuous online connection, some features that require that connection, including market boxes, gifts, and visiting other players' campsites, will not be available. So online connectivity is gone from this version of the game. There's no online aspects of this game. There's no microtransactions. They even say here, please be aware that your Leaf tickets will not be usable and you will not be able to transfer them to the new app. We will announce details such as price and release date via service notifications around October. So very intriguing. And as someone who, I've dabbled in quite a bit of Fire Emblem Heroes back in the day. I played that game pretty extensively for like the better part of 2 years. I hope that if those games ever shut down, if Fire Emblem Heroes shuts down, if Mario Kart Tour, of course, it's still, running, but it's not getting updates anymore. Whenever that game shuts down, give us this paid version. I'll be curious to see how exactly this works. Are you going to be able to unlock all of the items and everything that you could pay for in Pocket Camp for free? Are they going to make it a little less grindy if it was grindy to get certain items or something, right? Like, is this going to be basically just a full Animal Crossing game released on mobile? How much is this going to cost? I have so many questions about how this will work because, to be honest, as someone who's not like a huge Animal Crossing fan, this sounds so much more appealing. Like, this is something I would have played from day one if they had just released it on the App Store back then in 2017 as just a paid game. I'm just wondering how much it'll cost. The only paid game Nintendo has done was Super Mario Run back in 2016, and that was $10, I believe. And that one didn't go over too well with a lot of people. So I'm curious how they'll price this. Will this be a $10 game, a $5 game? Will they just say screw it and put it at $20? I really have no idea, but at the very least, I think it's very nice and very cool of them to just be offering this as an alternative, We see so many mobile games get shut down, and that's just it. If you paid for microtransactions or anything, that stuff's just gone forever. So it is nice that they're offering a way to kind of continue playing and keep your save file in your campsite and just keep it all on your phone, and you'll be able to play it if you want to, even if it's not getting new content updates. A few other details here. So if you are a Pocket Camp Club subscriber, that service is also ending. They say here, it will not be possible to enroll in a new Pocket Camp Club membership once the plan maintenance scheduled for October 28th, 2024 begins. And if you have it set to auto-renew, that will automatically kind of end on its own, so no worries about that. If you are subscribed to any of these programs when maintenance begins on October 28th, 2024, you will receive a badge in your in-game mailbox according to each plan that you were a a member of. By receiving a badge, you will be able to continue using Pocket Camp Club benefits and features according to the type of badge until service ends. They even have this little chart here, so unless I'm reading this wrong or I'm not really sure what the Pocket Camp Club even is, maybe someone can tell me in the comments down below if you did play this game. Is this going to carry over to the paid version of the game? Do you need to pay for the Pocket Camp Club now to get these badges in the paid version? Am I misunderstanding here? I'm not too sure what's going on with this, but yeah, if you're a Pocket Camp Club subscriber, there's your details on that. And then the same thing here with Leaf tickets. Sales will cease on November 26, 2024, but you will be able to redeem them up until the shutdown on November 28th. So yeah, Pocket Camp is no more. It's definitely a little sad. I remember when this game was announced, it was part of, I think, their initial kind of announcement rollout, right? Like, it was Miitomo, it was Mario Run, and then I think very soon after they announced an Animal Crossing mobile game would happen, and it was in development for years. I think it was supposed to come out in 2016, I want to say, and then it got like delayed, and they kind of redid a lot of stuff. I believe the development of this game was kind of wacky at one point. What's also kind of interesting, just a little fun fact for y'all, the actual developer of this game, of course, DNA is involved, Nintendo's mobile partner, but Indie Cube actually is the primary lead developer on Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, their Tokyo team. Indie Cube, of course, is the Mario Party developer. So now that this is shutting down, I'm not sure how many people were really working on this actively every day, but that will kind of free up some resources for them. Maybe they can make some more smaller games. You know, they used to do stuff like Wii Party all the time. For the past entire generation, they've really only been on Mario Party, and then of course with Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, they've done some things. Like, I think they helped with Everybody 1-2 Switch, and maybe Clubhouse Games. I think they might have made that, but they haven't done as much like wacky stuff like they used to. So maybe now that this is over, they can kind of use those resources to make more actual games, which is nothing but a good thing in my opinion. And then last thing I'll say about Pocket Camp, you know, I wasn't too in tune with the community on this game. I remember people being upset with the microtransactions, I believe, but I think that's just kind of par for the course when it comes to mobile games. For anybody that actually played this game, was this expected? Like, did this game do that poorly that they would shut it down? I don't really think it did poorly. Like, as much as I didn't really hear about it, I don't know anybody that really played it, I didn't ever hear that this game was, you know, doing terribly. And to be fair, it was active for 7 years, right? Like, that's a pretty decent length of time. And it does make me wonder about the future of Nintendo mobile games. Will we see this day come for Mario Kart Tour where they take the servers offline for that, but you can buy a paid version of the app that has everything unlocked or unlockable in the game? I mean, that's better than just shutting it off entirely. I know my friend Tucker loved Dr. Mario World, and that's a game you just can't play anymore, so it'd be cool if they just started offering these paid versions. Dragalia Lost is a game I didn't play too much, but I did enjoy what I played of it back when it came out, and that's a game, once again, that you just cannot play anymore. So if this is the status quo moving forward, where you can kind of have these paid versions of these dead mobile games, I think it's a pretty good compromise, and I hope we continue seeing this from the other games if they do shut down in the future. And I am very curious to see what Nintendo's long-term plan is when it comes to mobile games. The most recent game we had from them was Pikmin Bloom, I believe back in 2022, right? Or maybe even 2021. Let me look that up. Yeah, sorry, that was actually October 2021. I was thinking 2022 because they had the September Direct where they talked about it and promoted it leading into a Pikmin 4 teaser in September 2022. But yeah, it's been almost 3 years already since Pikmin Bloom came out, and we haven't heard about any other Nintendo mobile games since then. They don't really touch on mobile too much in their investor meetings when talking about their earnings and all that. If they do, it's usually just in regards to Fire Emblem Heroes, which is still doing pretty well, I believe. But I'm wondering what their long-term plan is. Are they going to continue making any mobile games at all? I kind of feel like this is it. I mean, it's still surprising to me that we never got a Zelda game on mobile. Even I don't know what that would have been, maybe a card game or something. We never got a Zelda game. We never got something like, I think like WarioWare would have worked pretty well for mobile. There were a lot of things that I feel like they could have done with these Nintendo games on mobile, and they just simply didn't do it. I'm not saying they did a bad job or anything. Pocket Camp, from the little bit I've seen and the little bit I have played, seemed pretty cool. I think Fire Emblem Heroes, for the 2 years I played it, was actually really great. I'm not sure the state of the game now. Pikmin Bloom, even, I did enjoy for the little bit I played that. Mario Kart Tour, once again, once they kind of updated it and added like, being able to play it in horizontal on your phone, like that was pretty cool. They really fixed up a lot of the microtransactions. Dragalia Lost was fun for what it was, but that shut down, of course, I think like a year ago. So while I don't think they did a bad job with really any of their mobile games, it does just make me wonder, like, are they not committed? The fact that they're shutting all these things down, it just makes me feel like they're just not committed, and this might be the end of it. It's a little sad to see if you're a big fan of Nintendo mobile games, but like I said with Pocket Camp, I don't know anybody that played that game, and frankly, I don't really know anybody that actively plays any of these games. I mean, Pokemon Go is huge, but that's Pokemon Company. Nintendo's kind of involved, but Not really. But with all that said, this does kind of leave the focus on the next Animal Crossing Now game that I do think is pretty far along into development, just based on development timings of EPD5, Nintendo's internal EPD5 team. Of course, that is the team that makes Animal Crossing and Splatoon. Given that Splatoon 3 came out in 2022, DLC's wrapping up now, I think it's very likely that Animal Crossing New Horizons 2, will say, the next mainline Animal Crossing, could either release maybe late next year or in early 2026. I think that game is probably pretty well cooked at this point, and we should be seeing it probably. I think that'll be a game that's like announced alongside the Switch 2, honestly. I think that's a game they'll get out pretty early on that console because New Horizons was so big. But now that this mobile game's done, I mean, all eyes are going to be on the next mainline game, which is certainly exciting if you're a diehard Animal Crossing fan, and you know, it's maybe sad to see this Pocket Camp game go, but at the same time, it's like kind of just making way for the next wave of Animal Crossing hype that hopefully Nintendo does properly this time and actually has like a long-term support plan so there's no droughts of content updates like New Horizon had. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. How do you feel about the closure of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp? For me, like I've said, I think the coolest thing about this is that they are offering a paid version. I haven't really seen too many mobile games do that, so the fact that it's an option is really nothing but a good thing in my opinion, although I will be curious to see their pricing structure for that as we get closer to October. I think ideally this thing would be like $5, but knowing Nintendo, it's probably going to be more than that. But let me know your thoughts. Of course, subscribe here for more Nintendo news, reviews, discussions, all of that fun stuff each and every day. Been trying to be very consistent about that once a day upload, so I would appreciate your support there. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at BoTalksGames. Check out my new collecting channel at It's Amiibo. Posted a video today talking about the games coming out for the rest of the year that I'm very excited for, so definitely go check out that. That's a very fun video, just kind of geeking out and hyping up a lot of the games coming out for the remaining months of 2024. But until next time, folks, peace.